Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at what in my opinion is the best EDC backpack. It comes in two varieties. This is the 26 liter, this is the North Face Voyager Day Pack, but also comes in a travel pack, which is a 31 liter bag, which has a clamshell feature, a luggage pass-through, and a little bit of a different design. But for everyday carry, for tech essentials, I think this is great. It's a TPU waterproof material. You can get it in a couple of different colors like dark blue, bright blue, olive drab, look like a green color. You can also get it in this black and even a peanut color with orange zippers, which is pretty cool. However, I opted for the black, and I think this is the EDC bag of my choice for 2024 for a few different reasons. I'm a big sling guy, as you guys know. You can check my channel down and you'll see plenty of slings on the channel. But I also ride a motorcycle, and slings are harder to travel with. I do have a top case on my motorcycle, which you can also see on my channel, but for keeping your electronics away from vibrations, backpacks are awesome. For carrying heavier loads, backpacks have always been superior. So let's take a look. A waterproof TPU coating. It's black. I like that it's pretty much completely waterproof on the front. We have one mid zipper that runs the length of the bag here. It allows you to just kind of set this bag down somewhere nasty should you need to. Now, on the sides of this bag here, you'll notice that it has lashing points, which is nice on both sides, and it also has these reflective points here on the corners, as well as on the strap. So this bag actually gives you 360-degree reflectivity, which is great for walking at night. Now, something I find myself doing quite frequently with an EDC bag. There are so many ways in which a bag company can go wrong, and typically I'm not a big fan of the North Face bags, but I really like the direction that they went with this kind of heavier bag. So let's take a look at what makes this bag so great. Starting with the top compartment. Everything here is a YKK zipper, and it has a nice zipper pull on it. It goes around the rails pretty smoothly, and it offers a lot of different organization. The front admin / quick reach pocket on this is well designed. We'll take a look at it. On the front two, I have front two mesh pockets here have a bunch of EDC like everyday grab essentials. If you will, I have a Viperade quick pouch with a bunch of essentials in there. I carry my in-use battery charger. This is a 10,000 22.5 watt hour charger. Great though, it has two USB-A's and a USB-C, which I really like, and a built-in phone stand as well. I find myself using this, the 10,000 milliamps is enough to charge my iPhones and everything else that I would need. If I do need to power up, I do carry this GNA2 flat, really flat, wall charger. It is a USB-C, USB-A, and it's a 65 watt charger. It fits really well. It's about the width of a pen, and it's a game changer as far as EDC is concerned. I do like that both these mesh pockets have some kind of pull tab here, so if you do need to get in here and like pull something out or reach down to the bottom, you can do that. Moving up, there are 3 rows of actual pockets in here and a zip pocket. The first one is felt lined here, and it's large enough for a smartphone. So I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and it does fit in there just fine. If you wanted to put that screen first, you could do that too and not have to worry about it scratching your screen because it is felt lined. However, I've been keeping my AirPods in here because it fits perfectly, and it's easy to reach in there and grab. Next is a same size pocket, but it's actually divided into 2 sections. And I'm just using this for cables. So in here I have my very favorite charging cable. This is by InCharge. It's a magnetic lightning to USB-A, and it has a USB-C on one side. So if you need to charge A to C or C to C or C to lightning, it has you covered. It's yellow, it's magnetic, and it comes with a cool rubber cap that keeps everything tight and in here. And I really like this. This is great, actually. I'll put a link in the description below. I'm gonna link all the gear in the description below because I know a lot of times I find myself watching YouTube videos like this just to find new gear, which is really cool. On the other side, I do keep a traditional USB-C cable from Apple, and I find that the braided ones are really nice. They're long enough. If you guys need longer cables, Anker does make them. You can get them in different colors. I love these anodized red cables that they make, and these are in 10-foot lengths. They're only like $12 to $15, and they get a 2-pack. So whereas I paid $29 for the Apple 2-meter cable, these are also 2-meter cables. I paid roughly 14 or 15 bucks for them on Amazon, and I got 2 of them, and they're really nice. They're braided, they're much nicer than the Apple cables aesthetically, and they're quiet. Moving on up, we have a zipper pocket here, another YKK zipper on the inside. The North Face did not cheap out on the zippers. Runs down the rails really nicely, and it does come with a little key lanyard, which is a great spot for your keys Or what I like is these little, this is the Mini 2, it's a little flashlight, magnetically charges, you pull this off and there's a little USB-A charger on here that'll fit directly into a battery bank, and you can just charge it. It's light on the go. This is the perfect iteration of light on the go. As far as 2024 is concerned, that's my most used flashlight, believe it or not. In the back section here, it is large enough for an iPad mini. I don't believe the iPad 11-inch Pro will fit in there. We'll check it out in a minute. I really like these. This is a quick reach item for me. I keep a pencil on it to take notes, write, read, do whatever I want to do. This is great. And it makes it so that you can get in here and grab this. I wish that the North Face had put 2 zippers on this particular pocket, because then I could have one up to here and one over here. So I could just separate them and go in and grab this instead of having to run this zipper all the way around the rails. But it's not bad. It works well still. So that's the front admin compartment. You also have a little bit of space here. It is a little pleated if you wanted to tuck something in there, but for the most part, I would just use the organization in this particular pocket, especially since there's only one zipper. I wouldn't want anything kind of spilling out the sides. Pocket. And I really like this. And on the larger version of this bag, it's really easy to get your iPad in and out of here, because this pocket is entirely felt lined. And as you can see, I have an iPad 11-inch Pro in here. It will fit on the 26-liter day pack, the day travel pack here from North Face, but it is tight. Usually I find myself laying the bag down like this and grabbing it, and it is a little bit harder to get out when it's fully packed. I'll give you guys an idea. It's tight enough in there that you have to slide it in and out, but it does fit. Let's see if it fits in the top section of the bag though, because I don't believe it will, but you can answer that question right now. Take the iPad, put it in here, and it does fit in here. Okay guys, it does. So rather than have you guys answer this question, ask this question in the comments section, I just figured I'd answer it on the video. So you can get a full iPad in here. That's funny. I've been carrying my iPad mini in here because I didn't realize this one fit. I usually only carry one, and if I'm doing video editing, which is usually what I take this bag for, hop on the motorcycle, take this to a cafe, pull out the laptop, get some work done, I'd prefer to have the 11-inch iPad Pro. So this is gonna be now riding on the top of this bag, which is exciting for me. Closing this up. Again, this runs the whole length and depth of the bag here on the bottom section. Really nice, padded on both sides, great for electronics if you wanted to toss a phone, a pair of binoculars, whatever you wanted to put in here. It is a little pleated, so you can have some additional room, and it's not going to scratch your accessories, which is nice. So there are lashing points on each side of this bag here where you can put carabiners, and like we said, it does give you 360-degree reflectivity. There's reflectors here, on all the corners of the bag, the edges of the bag, and the strap, so when you're walking at night, you're good to go. And it also has 2 water bottle pockets. Now, water bottle pockets is another area where bags go wrong, right? They're either too narrow or they're too shallow. This bag suffers from a little bit of narrowness when it comes to the pockets. However, once I started using them, I figured out why. So there's a large double loop elastic band with a pull tab on the back. And you can see it's pleated in here to allow the bag pocket to open up. That takes a little bit of time to wear in, if you will. But it does offer you enough depth to carry a 24-ounce Hodroflask bottle almost to the lid, which is great. And I picked this particular bottle because it's a little bit slimmer than the Yeti bottles, and it will go right in there with no issues, and it will hold that bottle in there with no issues. Real like this bottle does not leak to my knowledge. I've been testing this one out. I'm usually a Yeti guy, but this is good. So it does fit in there without any issues. You can see over time, it does kind of mold in a little bit so that you can get them in and out of there a little easier. That pull tab is reinforced all the way around the pocket, which is nice because it adds to some rigidity. Sometimes if you just have like a neoprene fabric at the top and there isn't this ballistic nylon, you find these bending on the top here, so you're fighting it to get the water bottle in. The North Face kind of eliminated that. On the side here, you can see both of the zippers are these really nice zippers. They are like a dirt guarded zipper here, so that dirt and grime isn't getting inside of these. As a tip for you guys, I always put my zippers in the top corner of the bags, usually on this side, so that I always know where to go. So at night in the dark, or if I'm injured or I'm trying to reach around and be weird, I know that the zippers are always in the same place. Just something I do that's kind of weird, but I find it helpful. Opening up the bag, you can see it opens up halfway down, okay? There's enough room in here for me to fit my tech case. This is the Elements Tech Case by Alpaca. This is cool. I actually don't have a video on this yet, but I will be making one shortly. And I keep a coat in here, so I have just a standard Columbia jacket in here as well. And that is what I keep inside of here. I don't really pack this particular piece out. I really like to have my stuff organized, so I only put bulky items in here. On the other side here, there is a large mesh pocket, and it runs about halfway across the bag. And in here, I just keep some hand warmers, and I also keep this. This is a bottle preform. I've shown you guys this before, but it's basically, like, hiding behind my hand. It's Advil and Tums inside of a soda bottle before they blow it up. And they force these with hot air and they blow them up into soda bottles, but they make great EDC things. If you get bit by a tick and you need to bring that tick to the doctors to figure out what the hell it has or what it is, or you get stuck with something on a beach somewhere, you can put it in here. You want to take some sand back from a foreign destination, you can do that if the country allows you to. Or you got medications and they're waterproof. You want to put some cash in here in your prescription pills, you can do that too. These are really cool. I'll put a link for those on Amazon down below. Other than that, the bag has no internal organization, which I like. Just this one pocket, which is a nice quick reach pocket. And it does allow you to leave that pocket open, and you can zip this up. And if you have to reach in there, you know you're in there because it's a nice coarse mesh feeling. So tactile feel, you know where you are in the bag. So it's good, you can reach in there. It's a nice quick reach pocket. All along the sides of the bag, for strength and structure, they also have double layered ballistic nylon here. You can see it better on this side. And there's a nylon band that runs all the way down to the center of the bag, up and connects to the handle, which is bar stitched. And each lash point has bar stitching, but there's another layer over it, which allows you to do things like run a carabiner or tie something down onto the bag, which is great for like expedition qualities. If you're somebody like me who, if you're gonna travel several hundred miles on a motorcycle in a day, there may be a point where you wanna tie this bag down to the seat because you're tired of carrying it on your back for a little bit or what have you. It allows you to do stuff like that. Carabiners, Bluetooth speakers, clip water bottles, things like that of that nature. You can put on this and it goes all the way around. And there are some on the top as well. So you can secure this bag in a bunch of different ways or hang it if you need to. On the top here, we do have a nice grab handle. It's double bar stitched on both ends. Nice thick stitching. It has about a 1/2 inch thick padding on the top. And it's really nice. Again, it's like a closed cell foam padded feeling. It is large enough. I wish it was a little bit wider. If you can see here, if I put my hand in there, that's pretty much all you get as far as width is concerned. I tend to like bags with a little bit of a larger grab handle. If I'm grabbing this in motorcycle gloves, winter gloves, whatever. I want to be able to get a little bit more perch on this, but it is very comfortable to carry the bag, and because of this stitching here, it does hold up really, really well. Now, the back of the bag is extraordinary. Really, really good for a bag of this size, okay? The shoulder straps are far enough apart and they're curved. Every once in a while I get a bag in for testing and it has straight straps. Nothing on the human body is straight. Everything is contoured and curved, and so it's nice to see, the train's going by, it's nice to see, it's nice to see that they've taken that into consideration when building this bag. If we flip the straps over here, you can see there's a nice foam padded piece here with a channel that runs down the back to allow air to kind of flow through your back so you're not getting super sweaty. The actual straps themselves are well padded. They have more of those lashing points, and they do have an adjustable sternum strap. I'm going to throw this on so you guys can see what it looks like. Very, very comfortable bag. And it has strap management. So once you get it adjusted correctly, you just pull this down, and now the strap is not flapping all around. See, if you don't have it, this is what it looks like. It is on this side, it's just not tucked in for demonstration purposes. 6 feet tall, I weigh 170 pounds, and this is what this bag looks like on me. It's very comfortable, and I don't have any issues carrying this all day long. This is great. Even with a water bottle and a 16-inch MacBook Pro, which this can also hold. Let's take a look at that. Here's the sternum strap, by the way. This does adjust quite large too, so if you're a larger individual, you will have some extra play here. If you want to move it down, it still gives you the ability to move this way down and still have good compression. Okay, now, let's take a look at the laptop compartment of this bag, because I have an upgrade suggestion for North Face. I really like when laptop compartments have AquaGuard zippers on them. These are nice. As you can see there, it's the back row here. But I really like when these are completely or the most waterproof I can get them. The reason being that the MacBooks are really expensive. Any kind of computer that goes in here is probably going to be very expensive, and the entire bag is so waterproof that it would be really nice just to have that little bit of added security on there. However, with that being said, I've been out in the rain in this bag and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. The back of this bag is a little rigid. It really, like you can see, it's got some rigidity to it, which is good because it keeps that laptop from pressing into your back. And it also has some padding on here as well. And it also has fleece lined on this side and this side. So your MacBook or laptop is gonna be protected, okay? As far as the fit is concerned, this is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's huge. And it has so much extra space here. You could fit a 17-inch laptop in this bag. And if we look on the front here, you can see just how much real estate we have left. So you definitely have the height and width for a 17-inch laptop with a case on it. And if that wasn't enough, this bag also has a false bottom. What is a false bottom? Well, this is, at the time when I bought it, it was quite expensive. And so what I don't want is anything to happen to that laptop. The laptop compartment in this bag has a mesh and neoprene bottom that's suspended off the ground, off the bottom of the bag, so that if you drop your laptop into this bag or you drop the bag on the floor, it's not going to smash into the ground with the bag. The bag is going to hit the ground first, and it's going to provide some shock protection for the laptop. Let's try it. If I drop this laptop into the bag, it should, in theory, hit the bottom of the table, right? You didn't hear it hit the table because there's a false bottom, which is going to protect your gear. So I really like that, and I like that the North Face thought of that. Again, this is the 26-liter Voyager Day Pack by the North Face. It's my favorite EDC bag for under $200, by far. Again, I really like the older brother, and if you do some overnight traveling, that's a great bag. I'm going to review that one as well, and I'm going to do a comparison video of the two side by side so that you can see kind of which one is right for you, because to be honest, this one is about 90% of the other one, maybe 88%, just because of capacity-wise too. But it's really nice. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to be kind to each other. And if you found some value in this video, stick around. We're going to be doing this type of stuff a lot more often. So like and subscribe. Be kind to one another.